Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 8 of our first star challenge with Everton to win the club at the Champions League. And today we're going to see the FA Cup 6th round. It's the quarter-final against Huddersfield. We're away from home, but you'd like to think we could do something there. And then we're going to have Spurs in the league. We're going to go to London, go to White Hart Lane. I'm assuming, oh no, they're probably at Wembley still, aren't they? No, they are at their new stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it's going to be a massive game, and we'll see why in just a second when we get to the league table. Now, since last episode where we just narrowly went down to Arsenal, then we taught Chelsea how to play football. We've had 2 games and 2 decent results, I'll say. First up was Cardiff. Now, they went down to 10 men, you can see there in the 14th minute, but we absolutely pounded them into dust. It was 4-0, Cahill, Walcott, Holgate, and Richarlison with the goals, and look at those. Didn't register a shot on goal. As I said, remember they were against 10 men, but it was still a very, very good performance. And you'll notice too, it was a bit of a second stringer. We had to start to rest the first team after 2 games so close against Arsenal and Chelsea. They were looking a little tired. Then we played Brighton. Now remember back in January we sold Idrissa Gueye for £30 million after we'd sold McCarthy, and I only really wanted to sell McCarthy, so I said we were midfielder short, and as long as we don't get a bad injury crisis we should be okay. You'll notice Alex Denny played in midfield in this game. We've had a few injuries, guys. It's problematic. I think we're just about going to get through it though. So in this game we went 2-0 up. Lewis Dunk with a wonderful own goal. We'll see that in just a second. And Walcott a few minutes later to make it 2-0. Then it kind of just go a little bit wrong. They got one back, in the 22nd minute, so just 3 minutes later again. And we just couldn't find that third goal to put them away, and a bit of a worldie in the 90th minute got them the point. But let's just look and enjoy this Lewis Dunk own goal. If there wasn't own goals of the season, this would very much feature prominently. Look at this. Almost on the halfway line. It takes a special effort to score an own goal in off the post from there. So yeah, that's how we kind of got on in between games. Given that it was second string for both games, it wasn't too bad. You can see here, we're sitting in 4th. And it looks like we have a really nice gap there, doesn't it? 7 points. But both Arsenal and Spurs both have essentially 6 points. They could have 6 points in hand, which is puts Arsenal just a single point back. And then we'll put Tottenham, what would that be on 55? So 6 points back. Now, we play Tottenham this episode, as I said. If they were to win that, potentially they're only 3 points back. And it's looking a little bit icy, isn't it? Chelsea, I think we've seen them off for the year. So it's going to be massive, massive games. Let's have a look at the team that we have to send out against Huddersfield in the Cup. And a quick update on the injuries. Schneiderlin, it's relatively serious, 4 to 6 weeks. It was, what was it, a broken collarbone. So that was from a challenge in training. I thought I told the strikers to be wrapped up, the midfielders to be wrapped up in cotton wool, but apparently he wasn't quite wrapped up tight enough. Benningham, he is a little bit less serious. He's been missing for, I think he got injured before the Cardiff game, which is why Denny came in. And to be fair, he did fine, but he's going to be missing for this one. We might just get him back for Spurs, which would be good, because you can see in midfield, we'll go through the team. It was Pickford in goal. It's Baines, Mina, Zuma, and Coleman as a back 4. It's Tom Davies playing as a deep line playmaker. Sigurdsson, we've had to drop him back in. Richarlison, Dow, and Bernard, they're going to provide, hopefully, the bullets for Selkate. Dow, I really wanted to play him because he's a really good young player. I mean, as you can see there. So, if there's one sort of shining star from this injury crisis, it is that we've been able to give Dow a chance in the first team. And there will of course be a goals of the month at the end of the Spurs game, so make sure you stick around for that. We did score a few, as you saw, Chelsea, Cardiff particularly. Now, what are we going to do here? Now, the reason that Andre Gomez isn't in the starting lineup here is because he played both the last 2 games, so he's there if we need him, but we don't particularly want to use him if we don't have to. I'm wondering if it's just go out there, relax, have fun, play your natural game voice. Some passionate, we have faith, and yeah, see, this is potentially a trip to Wembley here on the line, so let's see what we can do. Now we need to remember this isn't the Huddersfield of actual real life this season. This is a Huddersfield team that is sitting, they were 8th or 9th in the league last time I checked, before the Brighton game, so this is not as easy as it potentially would seem if it was happening in real life. What we're looking to do here is a chance from a corner. It's headed away. It's there for Richarlison. It's still there for Tom Davies. Oh! Post, and more post. Are we going to go again from the corner? They play a high line, so we're looking to get the early crosses in for Selke, because he's just a pace machine to try and get in behind them. That's not the best corner, is it? I did toy with the idea of playing on the counter-attack here, but I feel like that's giving Huddersfield just a little bit too much respect. So we're not doing that. But I saw the high line, I was like, maybe we should go a little bit more direct and try and hit them, but we'll see. Alright, goal kick for Huddersfield. I'd like to be able to win this, please. It's flicked on, but Zuma should pick that up. Can we build and go here? Nice ball out for Richarlison. What can he do? He's running. Nice run. Well defended, you'd have to say there. But are we going to get done the other way? Baines got that. It's a good header in for Davies, isn't it? It's a really good header. Here's Dow. What can you do, kiddo? It's not the best cross in, but he should be able to pick that up again. He can. Lots of energy. I like this. Sigurdsson playing a bit deeper, of course, today. Bernard! He's been a goal machine. I think he's our top goal scorer, Bernard. He's been an absolute goal machine this year. Either wing, too. He's been doing it from both sides, which is really good. I did toy with the idea of playing him through the middle, but I feel like we kind of lose what's best about him if we're playing through the middle. Zuma picks that out. Can he get an early ball forward? He can for Richarlison. This is a chance. Look at Selke in the middle. Richarlison, square it. Selke! It is his 7th goal, and he only joined us towards the end of January, and we're still in February. So, not even a month in, and he has scored 7 goals. I've switched the highlights to behind the goal. Let me know if you like it. I think I prefer it to get a different angle of the view. Of the different view of the goal, of the angle. You know what I mean. Yeah, that's a really good work from Richarlison, though, wasn't it? Pick out Selke unmarked in the middle, and here's a chance to Sigurdsson from a free kick. Sigurdsson! Oh, 2-0. 2-0, 16 minutes in. And, well, at this point, you'd start to fancy it, wouldn't you? Let's give it a concentrate. Let's not get too carried away here. If you look from behind the goal, questions for the keeper there. It's not in the corner, is it? Let's just put it that way. We've got a little disinterest in the Huddersfield ranks now, which is good. Of course, we've got the great man, Aaron Moy, in their midfield as well. He's quite good, isn't he? 28, though. I don't know that he's one for us to sign. Although we do have, Cahill aside, a distinct lack of Australians in the squad right now, which I don't like, but we'll see what we can do there. All right, come on, Sigurdsson. Can we get a third, which would surely end the contest. Bernard! Oh, that was close as well. He's such a good player, Bernard, isn't he? Such a good player. Let me know how he's going in real life, Everton fans. I don't notice his name on the score sheet that often, but that Villa don't play in the Premier League anymore, so I don't watch as much Premier League as I used to. I tend to pay way more attention to the Championship for some reason. That's a good ball in, and that's an offside. That's a little bit unlucky, because that was a good ball in. Let's have a look at that. He must have moved just a bit early, or did Zuma step up? Oh, I tell you what, I think we've got away with one there. That's onside. In my book, that's onside. We'll give it a demand more when we can here. I think we do need this third goal, don't we? Just to kill the tie off. Bernard's picked up that header. Can he do it there for us? Bernard, he's put it straight into the hands of the keeper. Look, Sigurdsson's playing quite well in a deeper role, isn't he? Not that I didn't think he couldn't play well back there. Fired up. Come on, boys. Let's demand more here. And no reaction whatsoever. Crickets from our team. Says Bernard's playing at 6.5. I think he's doing better than that. But that is a good half of football. 2-0 up. We're going to say assertively, don't let your performance levels drop. Just going to tell these guys up here that haven't reacted there that they're not playing well, because they're really not. I mean, Dow's had one moment we saw. Bernard's had a couple of shots, but ultimately he hasn't probably done much else, I'd say, by that match rating. Ball comes in over the top, and that is the end of that highlight. What do we need to do here? I'm wondering. It's sort of a little bit too close yet, isn't it, to start saving legs for the Tottenham game. This is essentially the team that we'll want to go with. The one difference is that Dow will go out, Gomez will come in, and we'll play Tom Davies a little bit. We'll go back to sort of the Arsenal and the second half in the Chelsea formation for Spurs, because on paper they are still a better team than us, even though they're not having the best of seasons. And of course the thing is that's in our favour. Now, you know what? Bernard's not having a great game. We'll just maybe save his legs, bring Calvert-Lewin on. He can play out there. Yeah, that's fine. Is that a draw's good enough for us? They have to beat us. We don't have to beat them, really. The only problem that worries me a little bit is with Arsenal. that they are potentially only a point behind us, but they've got to go and win those games first. Here's a good run from Carlson. He finds Selke again. Oh, Selke! What a striker he is. 8 goals this season. That's his second of the game, and I don't think he's going to get his hat-trick because I think we're going to rest him. We have Tosun on the bench. Really good run again from Carlson. Carlson's having an absolute belting game. Back to form. He's been off form a little bit this second half of this year, but that's a good finish of Selke too, isn't it? What a goal. So at 3-0, as I said, that should be that. We'll take Bernard off, and I know he's on a hat-trick, but I think we might look to take off Selke as well. Save his legs. So anything else we want to do? I'm wondering if we bring Denny on. Again, just try and save some legs in midfield. We'll see what happens from this highlight, and then we might consider doing that. That offside goal for them, that could be huge, couldn't it? There's a decent ball in for Tosun. Can he get a goal himself? Tosun, he's no Davy Selke, is he, with a finish like that? Who's looking tired here? These guys should all be relatively fresh because they haven't played for 2 games. I really wanted to make sure we could get the win here. With only 10 minutes to go, it's looking like we will be going to Wembley in our first season in charge for a semi-final, which doesn't really count, does it? I don't like that semi-finals are at Wembley. It takes away from it. Good win from Dow there. Can Tosun pick out a pass? He's found Carlson. We've got 2 men in the box. Can he pick one out? He can. It's back post. It's a bar from... Was it Tosun or was it Calvert-Lewin? It was probably Calvert-Lewin, wasn't it? Let's throw out some praise here. And Tom Davies is looking tired now, so we are going to take him off. And we'll bring on Alex Denny, so we can all have a first look at him. Is he a deep-lying playmaker? He's more of just a defensive midfielder, which is fine. It's a little bit sooner than I would have liked to have introduced him to the first team, but we can see here he's fine. He's a decent enough player. I'll kind of move my hand a bit there. Hopefully the attributes will start going back up the other way soon because we really need him to be progressing, not degressing. Corner comes in. It doesn't matter if they score here, boys, because we have won the game and we're going to Wembley. Now, the FA Cup is a little bit... It's not the strongest opposition as it could be. We're very happy with that performance. So, quality of possession. We've won the 6th round. Now, we'll just have a look at who else is in the 6th round, because you'll see Newcastle, Brighton, one of the Manchester clubs are going to go, and then it's Arsenal, Leicester. So, luck of the draw, if we could get Newcastle, Brighton in a semi-final, we could find ourselves in the FA Cup final. Equally, we could find ourselves up against Manchester City or Arsenal and be really in tough. But the chance is there, isn't it? The chance is there. So, guys, wait right there, and we will be back for Spurs. It's a huge game in the league. Okay, welcome back. We are about to go to the new White Hart Lane. I think it's called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or something. But if we have a look at the fixtures already today, Liverpool have absolutely smashed Arsenal, which is a really good result for us because it just means that they're now potentially only 3 points back from us. And yeah, it's starting to look good. If we can avoid defeat today, I'm going to say we have a fingertip in the top 4. Just a fingertip, but I start to feel a little bit more confident. Now, just to clear up one thing here, FA Cup semi-final, we did get Newcastle, and Leicester actually beat Arsenal. So Leicester versus Manchester United is the other semi-final, but Everton versus Newcastle, that looks to be a very, very winnable semi-final, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out to face Tottenham here, and it's a good team. It's a good team. We're going to be playing on the counter-attack, as I said, like we did against Chelsea in the second half against Arsenal. So it's Pickford in goal. It's Baines, Mina, Zuma, and Coleman as a back 4. Benning and Me comes in to play deeper in shield the back 4 ahead of behind, I should say, Andre Gomez and Sigurdsson. Walcott with his pace goes out right. Bernard left with Selke. He's going to bang in the goals, hopefully. Your defense is terrified. Selke's on fire. Selke's on fire. No. Okay, so what do we say here? I've got that stuck in my head now. We'll probably hear that a few times during the game. What do we say? Got nothing to lose here, show what we're capable of. What do we say here? I know what the underdogs do, defensive performance. We've got nothing to lose here. Let's show what we're capable of. I think I like that. And then some calm, we have faith. And yeah, let's just see what we can do here. We have some options to change things as well. Now, Digne is back from his injury. He's just, it was a long-term one, so he's just played, I think it was 60 minutes in the 23, so he's not ready to come back in yet. Now, the spanner in the works here is that Spurs have a new manager for this game. This is his first game in charge, so we don't really know what to expect from Spurs, which is a little bit disappointing and annoying. It's Jardim, the old Monaco boss, who apparently is now the new Monaco boss again. But he's taken over at Spurs. I do think, as I said, a draw here is not a bad result for us. Let's set off the post. That was a decent effort from Lucas Moura. I just want to check that we have our opposition instructions set. We want to show him onto... What did I do there? Undo last. We're showing him onto his right. Just keep the wingers out wide. That's where we want them. Onto his left. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we'll just end that and continue. I don't like wingers cutting in. They can cause trouble when they cut in. So if they're out wide, let them cross it in, and Zuma and Mina will beat anybody in the air between them. So this is fine. So we are playing on the counter-attack, so we're not going to have as many highlights, we're not going to have as much of the ball. There's a good ball for Walcott. What can he do? He's good run. Walcott! Walcott! Wouldn't he love a goal against Spurs, of course, with his Arsenal connections of the past. Alright, Eriksen over a free kick. This could be dangerous. Trippier. That was a decent ball in. Is that a penalty? It's picked up by... That looked awkward, didn't it? It looked a penalty. Now, that's surely not the highlight. Can we launch a counter-attack here? Pickford goes long. Can we pick up the second ball here? No, we can't. This makes me... Oh, what are we doing? We're playing a deep line, guys. We're trying to prevent them from doing that. Pickford... Not at the second time of asking. Ah, boys. Maybe we're not playing deep enough. Let's go an even lower line. Because that was too easy. That was too easy. Oh, it's just a long ball forward. We're way too high up the field. Oh, decent save first time from Pickford, but you do wonder, I don't know if it was Mina or Zuma, could have got to that first. Alright, here we go from the corner. What can we do here? Walcott knocks it in. It's headed away. Oh no, are we going to get done again? It's Arsenal flashbacks. It's Arsenal flashbacks. This is exactly what happened. Come on. Away. Block that. Oh, for the love of God. We're going to have to demand more. It's just going a little bit wrong here. We saw it the first time. We don't need to see it again. Alright. Can we get one straight back to kick off highlight? Or are we going to absolutely capitulate to 3-0? Go on, Pickford. Chips one over. It's sort of a nothing ball. We're going to pick that up though with Bernard. Alright, this is danger. This is danger. Go on, Bernard. Go on, Bernard. Bernard! Oh! So close. From the corner now. Come on. We've got Mina. We've got Selke. And we have got Zuma up there. We've got targets. Walcott to knock it in. It's decent enough, but it's headed away. And, oh, not again. Not again. What are we doing from the... There's no one there. There's no one there. I know I said keep a low line, but from a corner you can be up near the halfway line, guys. Oh, good block. A low line doesn't mean from the corner, guys. On the halfway line, please. Are we going to have to do a massive tactical rethink here? I think we are. This isn't working, is it? We're just getting absolutely played off the park right now. Yeah, this is not good. Alright, we're going to go back to the old formation. Well, the old tactic anyway, because that's just clearly not working. I don't understand. New manager bounce, perhaps. Team talk maybe wasn't the best. I don't know what to say. Get creative. Again, it's a little bit unlucky. It could have bounced anywhere off the wall, but we're not marking up at all. We're all standing in the middle. I feel like we were just a bunch of pylons. We were still just in a wall, just like a shuffling wall, like you see in movies where they tie them all together and make them walk. Come on, boys. I mean, we're better than this. This is not good. 3-0 after 20-something minutes. Win that. We should get the second ball. Coleman back for Mina. To Zuma. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Let's just get rid, boys. Get rid. There we go. Alright. It's long for Selke. He challenges in the air. Can we pick up the second ball? No, we can't. We're second to everything right now. We're going to get stuck in. Mina heads that clear. It's just, it keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. This is absolutely woeful. Absolutely woeful. Oh, I tell you what, it was a decent effort. And it's another Tottenham highlight. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, come on. This is... It's not a goal because it's never a goal. Absolutely woeful. Alright, if we can get one back, perhaps, maybe, you never know, we can start to get ourselves back into this game, but it just doesn't look like it's going to happen, does it? Baines for Bernard. Bernard, it's headed away. Gomez with a decent header for Seamus Coleman. Coleman! That's a great goal from Seamus Coleman. And there we go, back in the game, perhaps. What a strike from Seamus Coleman. Didn't know he had that in his locker. Let's tell him to show some passion. Come on, boys. Let's keep going forward. The change of tactic has perhaps worked here. Maybe... What an effort. Maybe keeper could have done a little bit better, but it's a good strike from Coleman. Maybe the tactic wasn't the one against the... But it worked so well against Arsenal, didn't it? And Chelsea, this one, that I don't think it was a bad decision to start with it, but it certainly is not what we needed. Mina! We're back in this game. It's 3-2. What an epic comeback. Can we go on and get the point that we wanted? Maybe more. Maybe more. Come on, boys. Demand more. Let's keep going. It's a good ball in. And Yerry Mina, he is a tower. He's a beast of a man. And he's powered that ball in the back of the net. Alright, this is more like it. This is more like it. Alright, Bernard's on a booking. That's not ideal, but he's a winger. He should be fine, as long as he doesn't dive. Look at that. The defenders have dragged us kicking and streaming back into this game after, to be fair, sending Spurs up the river with a nice big sail and wind behind their back. But 3-2 at the break. This is on. This is still on. I'm going to be aggressive. I don't think that was good enough. We're going to tell Bernard not to get himself sent off. And we're just going to go again. We seem to have the momentum. Again, that change of tactic has worked, hasn't it? It's brought us back into the game. This is probably just a kick-off highlight, but you never know. Walcott, I thought that was Selke getting on the end of that. Can we win that? No, we can't. It's a loose ball. Is this still the kick-off highlight? It's a long kick-off highlight, but it ends there. Bernard's not having a good game, is he? I wonder if we bring on Richarlison, given that he's on a booking as well. Selke is surprisingly having a bad game. A lot of the players are actually having bad games, aren't they? Now we need to switch Benning-me, and yeah, we probably need to switch a few of these around actually, since the change of formation. That might work a little bit better, I'm thinking. Forgot about that. Now imagine what we can do when we have don't have Benning-me in playing in the number 10 role. We could do anything. All right, can we win that, please? We can. There's Benning-me. Goes early, and it's a good ball for Richarlison. No! We've come back from 3-0 down to 3-3. What a game this has been. Can we go on and get the win now? Come on, boys. Demand more. Good header from Seamus Coleman, wasn't it, to win that, and then to find Benning-me with it. And that's a cracking pass from Benning-me, and that is a good finish from Richarlison as well. It's his 6th of the year. He's starting to come good. And has the change from Bernard there that may have just worked for us as well. Sigurdsson's not having his best game. All right, let's not throw this away now, boys. Let's not throw this away. Oh, too much space, too much space. Go out and meet him. How fast is this guy? It's friggin' Bolt in disguise. All right, let's give them maybe some praise after this. Selke's not having a great game right now. With another corner, Walcott headed away at the near post. Can we get to that first? It doesn't look like we can. We do have men back. We've kind of got to go with him. It's the apple. He's crossed it to Kane. No! Oh. Has the luck in this game swung? We look horrible from our own corners. Now, if we don't score, it's going the other end of the field. We'll give them some praise. I think they've earned that. Are they going to go and make me look very silly now? If Tottenham score here and then afterwards I'm like, yeah, well done, boys. It might throw Spurs off a little bit if I'm praising after they've scored, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's win this back, boys. Let's go the other end and score ourselves. Go on, Ericsson to the apple. This is a long highlight, which makes me nervous. Oh, it's a good ball from De Jong for Kane. It's a good save from Jordan Pickford. I'm wondering if they've changed the way they're playing now, and we need to try and tapped off the line by Andre Gomez. Well done. It does look a little bit like the tide has swung back to Tottenham right now, doesn't it? Alright, what can we do to change this again? The high line seems to be working okay, doesn't it? I wonder if we go off, get stuck in. Just try and stay on our feet to win the ball. The problem is that I'm kind of happy with the draw, as I said. I wonder if we go a little bit more direct, perhaps. Try and get Selke in if they're going to push up on us. We won't necessarily look to counter-attack. But we will look to be just a little bit more direct and try and find him. Look how high their line is. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oh, Selke, on your toes, mate. You've got to anticipate that horrible misheader. That's kind of what I think we want, though. Can he put pressure on? No, not quite. Coleman can't win that, but this should be easy for Zuma. And can we build from the back and go again? Zuma goes early. Is there anybody there? It's Richarlison. Richarlison, hesitation. Can Richarlison square it back? Richarlison says, Selke! Your defence is terrified. Selke's on fire. There we go. We've turned it around. We're up 4-2. We're up, 4-3. Let's tell him to concentrate. It's a horror. What is Alderweireld doing? He had it covered and he's just stopped. And Richarlison's done really well to cut that back, hasn't he? And Selke, he doesn't miss those. That is just amazing. I thought this game was gone at 3-0. And now we find ourselves 3-0 up with 20 minutes to go. This could be anything. Alright, come on. We just need to make sure we don't get carried away now. There's another ball forward. Oh, it's not the best. Zuma's, that's not a good header, Zuma. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Got away with it again. Pickford has saved us. That was, I don't understand what that is. Come on, it's Baines. Baines is way too far forward. Seeing we're 4-3 up. Go, Baines. Is that a free kick? It's not. And now Baines is totally out of position. I don't want to change anything because we're doing well, but equally, it's very, very open. It's very opened. Oh, 4-4. We'll tell them to show some passion, I think. Just a bit disappointing there, isn't it? Sort of takes the wind out of our sails. You know what what I should have done, I think, is drop our midfield back and put someone in front of the back four. Baines isn't having a good game. Neither is Sigurdsson, surprisingly enough. Alright, here we go again. It's Walcott. It's a cracking game, isn't it? It's an absolutely stunning game. There it is. It's back there. Oh, the crossbar. It's still there and it's saved. I think it was Benning Me, wasn't it, that put that shot off the crossbar. Coleman's looking tired. Gylfi's not having a good game. Do we go two up top? Take Gylfi off. We want to switch these two around, actually. We might look at doing that. Or do I just take Gylfi off and bring Tom Davies on? What if we've got a point right now? I'm okay with a point, I think. We might do that. It's just not Gylfi's game. Drop Tom Davies back in to there. Switch those two around. Play him as still as a playmaker. Put him on attack. We'll send Davies. Do we play him as a Mazzella? Play him as a Mazzella. I don't want Walcott as an inside forward. I don't think that's because I changed formation, isn't it? We want Walcott. I think we want him as a winger. All right. Come on, Everton. One final push. Can we get the fifth goal? It's a corner. Walcott takes it. It's not the best. Selke is off the crossbar again. It's a free kick. It's a free kick. What can we do? What can we do? Zuma's not having the best game either. Oh, no. No! Oh, we don't deserve that. We do not deserve that. Our defending this game, to be fair, has been absolutely woeful. Alright, so we do go two up top. We take off... Who's not playing well in there? Andre Gomez started, right? We'll take him off. We'll Timmy on as the target man. And we go more direct now. And what else do we want to do here? We counter press. And we get stuck in. come on, Timmy. And we go attacking. We go very, very attacking. Oh, no. Oh, we did so well. We were 3-0 down. We were 4-2. We were 4-3 up. We were 4-3 up and we've lost it. We don't deserve that. Oh, I mean, it's a great game, isn't it? It's a really, really good game. But that is so disappointing. Our defending was horrible, to be fair. A draw probably would have been a fair result. I'm going to say unlucky. I'm not pleased. I'm not really pleased. We attacked well, but I'm not really pleased. Oh, and the problem with that is that it just potentially moves Spurs that little bit closer, doesn't it? Oh, well, I mean, what a game it was. What a game it was. Let me know what you think in the comments. The change of tactic worked. Now I wonder, when we got 4-3 up, should we have gone back? But we were getting ripped to pieces when we were playing it in the first place. So, yeah, maybe should have moved Benning Me back. It's a bit more cover into front of the back four. But anyway, defensive work and training this week, boys. But that's it for this episode, guys. Just goals of the month to come. If you have enjoyed that, please do make sure you hit thumbs up. It's been a good episode, hasn't it? I've enjoyed that one. We will be back on Tuesday, FA Cup semi-final against Newcastle and the Merseyside derby against Liverpool. We're in decent form, so we could maybe do this. We could maybe get a little bit of revenge because we got ripped to pieces first time around, and we will go to Anfield and we will give it our all. We might actually, what we're going to do, I think, is we'll have about 3, maybe a 4th episode to go this season if we do happen to make the FA Cup final. But we'll show every game now until Champions League qualification is secured. So if it goes to the last day, then we'll show all the way to the last day. Hopefully it won't, because we've got Manchester City on the last day, so that could be a little bit tough. But like I say, guys, if you did enjoy that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure you ring the bell so you know when I upload new videos. And please do leave comments, subscriptions, likes. They all help people find the channel, and I'm very, very grateful for that, obviously. Any support that you guys can give me. So like I say, we'll be back on Tuesday for an FA Cup semi-final and a Merseyside derby. But until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. And here are some of our best goals from March. And look at that, we scored quite a few. Take care.